Can you smell it? Oh, it reminds me of a holiday I was once on in Egypt. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Online Theatre School. My name is Lawrence Kavanagh. I'm an acting coach and a drama teacher. So today we're going to do something a little bit fun, and although it's not entirely theatre related, I thought it'd be quite nice and something to do that's a little bit creative, but also give you a chance to sort of practice your on-the-spot improvisational skills in a way of presenting. So what you're going to do today is you're going to be a television presenter. Firstly, about what program it is that you're on. So are you on a sports program, or are you on a auction program, or maybe you're on an animal-based program, or a housing program, or a DIY program, or how many times can I say the word program? So think about something that you want to be a presenter of. You might be thinking that you want to present about the latest updates with sports, although at the time of filming this, sports aren't currently happening because of the lockdown. But you could think about that in terms, you could even talk about that. Where is it going to happen? What's going to happen next? Where is sports going to go? What's the state of play? Or you can choose a time where sports were playing. You maybe want to talk about your favorite character, talk about your favorite sportsman or sportswoman, or you may want to talk about your passion for a particular team, or it might be a history about your team. It may not be about sports. It might be entertainment news. You might be really into your gossip and your celebrity, and you might want to report on some celebrity news or updates, or a television program that you're really into at the moment, and you might want to talk about that. Get fit. It might be you might be a fitness presenter. So you might be talking about ways in which we can get fit, and top tips for improving your healthy eating or healthy exercise, or anything like that you might be passionate about. Okay, so once you've got an idea in your head, where it's sports or entertainment or news, or I've written here antiques. You might be interested to talk about antiques. You may have a passion or knowledge about that. I want you to think of something you've got a passion for, and the television program you're going to make it for. It doesn't have to already be a program on TV at the moment. It can be a TV program that you've created. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to present a 2-minute piece to camera. You can start by welcoming, or it might be hello and welcome to Antiques Daily, or it might be hello and welcome to Sports Update. Okay, so think about your introduction to your show. I want it immediately on the first sentence to know exactly what it is your show is about and what I'm going to be learning more about from you as a presenter. I want you to speak passionately about your subject. Okay, so you can speak. You can give facts and statistics, you can give information, you can give top tips, whatever it is. I want to buy into it. I want to feel like you are the presenter of that show. And then after watching the first 2 minutes, I'm hooked and I want to watch the rest of your show. This is the introduction, okay, to your program almost. So why am I going to carry on watching you? Why am I going to, I don't know, maybe it's a YouTube channel and you're presenting that. Why am I going to subscribe to that? Why am I going to buy into that? Why do I want to listen to you and presenting your show? All right, just checking my notes here. I've got my notes there, but I'm not reading notes, okay? So the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure you're confident in what you're going to say. Now, you may want to sort of ad-lib and improvise whilst you're doing it. If you look at most television programs, the presenters don't usually have a clipboard or information. Now, they might have on their screen an auto cue, or they may have learned to script, but very rarely do you see presenters nowadays holding things, holding cards, holding a piece of paper. So if you are going to go off a script, make sure, like me, have your notes just to the side that you can refer back to. But as it's only 2 minutes, I think it's probably best that you try and learn for 2 minutes and then present it without any notes or help whatsoever. What makes a good presenter? We've got the information, you're already passionate, we know it's 2 minutes, we know you've got to hook the audience, we know they want to be engaged by you. Now what I want you to think about is I want you to think about things such as eye contact. So make sure you're looking at the camera at all times. It'd be a bit odd if someone turned on the television and you're there and you're talking like this. So make sure you're facing the camera, make sure you're clear, make sure you're not using ums and uhs and ers and what they're called is fillers. Try to avoid lots of fillers, especially for 2 minutes. So try and speak consistently and articulate those words really, really carefully, thinking about what you're trying to get across rather than just mumbling your words. And Chelsea scored a goal today, and Manchester City, Liverpool. Yeah, that's not presenting. Okay, so I mean, it's about really getting across what you want to say to your audience, really engaging them through eye contact, and really being clear about what it is you're trying to say. I want a strong ending, so I want you to think about your presenting style. I want you to think about what you're talking about. So whether or not you're talking about sports or talking about exercise or talking about animals or talking about your trip to the seaside, whatever it is that you're presenting, make sure that it has a nice strong ending, maybe a punchy line. Also, I thought maybe if you're watching this with somebody else, you could have a little moment. So if you want an extension to this exercise, rather than just presenting for 2 minutes, you could present your 2-minute introduction and then you can interview somebody else. Now, they can, if they can be themselves, or if you want and have a bit of fun with it, they could be a character. So you could say, hello, I'm joined today by Jonathan from Chelsea. He's part of the management team discussing what's happening with salaries in the team. And then he might go, yes, I know. Well, I was thinking about reducing, Or, by the way, I don't know if there is anyone called Jonathan works in Chelsea. I made that name up. I'm joined today by Susan down at the auction house. Susan's got this very, very rare piece of artifact. She found it on a boat. Hello, Susan. How are you doing today? Oh, yes, I'm great, thank you. Yeah, so you can if you want to interview someone and have some fun with it, I don't mind you doing that. But initially, the first task, the first exercise I want you to do is I want you to create a 2 minutes presentation and you as a presenter of a television program that grips, engages, and informs me about something that interests you. And then what you need to do is you can practice it in front of your friends or your family or your dog or your cat or in front of the mirror. And then if you want to, you can upload that using the hashtag online theatre school. And please make sure you do subscribe. We have lots of online lessons coming your way, but also we have lots of really interesting interviews with people working and who have worked and who have trained in the creative industry. Thanks very much. See you soon.